Good afternoon. Hello. Testing. Is this thing on? Alright, just give me a moment here. I got a bottle of water with me this time. Alright, just give me a sec here. The usual, just sharing out the live stream. Chapter 9, man. Chapter 8 was already pretty crazy when you think about it. We're in the end game. We're nearing the end of the game. Chapter 9, December 26th, 1980. Also, wasn't that the hat that, Mags's former husband wore? December 26th. Today is the last Friday of the year. I didn't sleep very well at all last night. I get up early in the morning. I head straight to the bathroom and take a refreshing cold shower. What's the rating of this game again? That goes a little way toward clearing my head. After the shock of what the guy told me last night, I managed to calm down a bit. Yeah. The person who tried to break in into the safe in this hotel was his father. I leave the bathroom and take the towel I'd hung to my on my shoulder to dry my wet hair. I squat down in front of my speakers and take a record off the shelf. I mount the record on the turntable. And when I switch the player on, the record starts to spin. I place the needle carefully onto the top. The gentle, solemn sounds of a saxophone start drifting from the speakers. I move myself over to the bed, sit on the edge, and listen to the melody. That solemn sound that only a saxophone can deliver. For some reason, it makes my mind spring back to the words Will uttered to me last night. All I'm after now is the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. Then it dawns on me. The only one who can truly uncover all that happened is me. At that precise moment, I notice that the turntable has come to a halt. The melody that had kept me in a trance has ended. I don't know if you heard that, it was me just dropping the volume a little bit. kind of a... Oh well. I throw on some clothes. I get through 2 cups of black coffee as I lounge on the sofa. Does he even eat breakfast? I suppose I'd better let Rachel in on what happened last night. I finish mulling things over, and haul myself off the sofa. That was actually a puzzle and a half, just going into Will's room and finding out who he was. Mr. Hyde, can we talk? Huh? It sounds like Dylan. What the hell does he want with me now? Dylan. Good morning. What do you want? Well, I've been so anxious to hear the next installment from last night. The next installment? Start making some sense or get out of here. You know, after you met me in front of room 306, what happened next? You met up with Mr. White, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. So, are you going to tell me what you were so keen to talk to him about? No, it's got nothing to do with you. But I really want to know. Come on, you can tell me. You could tell your old pal Dylan. Hell no. Listen, Dylan. Why the hell are you so keen to know anyway? Well, that's simple. I'm curious. Curious. Yeah, right. Huh? Spit it out, Dylan. You were inside room 306, right? What are you trying to say, Mr. Hyde? I was only in there because of the maintenance Mr. White asked me to take care of. I thought I told you the reason yesterday. He's so keen on absorbing information, but he doesn't really say what his motive is, does he, huh? Did he really ask you to take care of some maintenance, Dylan? Sure he did. Because he told me a different story and it didn't include any maintenance. I'm telling you, he asked me. Why would Mr. White say something different to you? You've gotta believe me. I was only in there because of the maintenance. Huh? There you are, Dylan. I've been looking for you. Mrs. Patras? What can I do for you? Actually, it's about Mr. White in room 306. Yeah, he's not coming back anymore, by the way. He has a favor to ask you. Mrs. Patras. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hyde. Are you having a good morning? What does Mr. White want? He called me only a moment ago and asked. He's not coming back to this building, you see. Well, no, nor should he. I mean, this building's what, getting demolished in like a couple of weeks or something? So he asked if Dylan could remove his remaining things. Mrs. Patras? Does that mean he's officially vacated his room? Yes, it would seem so. He was due to move out next week, but he told me something urgent had suddenly arisen. That's what he called me to say. But he seemed quite keen to get the message to you, Dylan. I'd like you to clear out the remainder of Mr. White's things and furniture. Like hell he'll be able to figure out the puzzle that I, solved rather quickly in there. Also, please take care of any repairs and such that need doing. No problem. I better get started. Catch you later. Dylan hastily makes his exit. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to be done as we draw closer to next week. It's going to be far busier than usual around here, that's for sure. Is it now? Have you finalized your moving arrangements yet, Mr. Hyde? Please feel free to let me know as soon as you have. Sure, I'll tell you once it's all been sorted. I appreciate that you're busy with numerous other things, but please be sure to let me know what you're planning at your earliest convenience. I have to be sure everything has been accounted for before this place ceases to be. Don't sweat it. I'll let you know in good time. I've got some unfinished business to take care of first, though. Oh, such as what? I have to find something. Find something? Did you lose something during your stay here? Well, something got lost alright, but it wasn't mine. But the fact remains, if it's going to be found, I need to be the one to find it. Can you share with me what it is you're looking for? Listen, Mrs. Patras. There's actually something I need to ask you about, the thing I'm looking for. You need to ask me? Yes. Can you spare a few minutes? I'm not sure I want to, Mr. Hyde. You're acting very oddly indeed. What are you plotting? Don't worry, I've got no nasty surprises in store for you. Just a couple of questions. It's pretty important to me, so I'd be grateful if you could spare me some time. There's no use hiding it, Mr. Hyde. I've already heard from Dylan. I know what you've been up to. Ah. Did he rat me out that I've been going up on the 4th floor? What's Dylan been saying? Oh. He told me that you used to be a detective, and that, although he doesn't know why, you've been snooping around on the 4th floor. He told you that, did he? Dude can't keep secrets. Now listen to me, Mr. Hyde. I don't know what your purpose is, or what you're looking for, and I have no intention of making you tell me. All I want is to leave this place quietly and peacefully. That's why I'm going to ask you nicely. I've been honest with you up until now, and have answered all your questions. I think I've been more than helpful to you, but please refrain from asking me anything further. I have nothing more to say to you. You've got plenty to say. And don't try to deny it. I'm telling you, I haven't. Even if you have nothing to say to me, trust me, I got plenty to say to you. I've got questions to ask, and things to tell you. Things to tell me? What kind of things might they be? So you're listening now? I have a message from a member of Kathy McGrath's family. I beg your pardon? But I'm sure you're not interested. That's right, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Hyde, I give in. I can spare some time to talk with you. I'll fit in with you, so just let me know when's good. Shall we say this afternoon at 4 in my room? It's a date. Damn, I guess Mr. Hyde's into cougars. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll expect you then. Mags leaves. 4 p.m. in Mag's room, huh? I'd better make a note of that. Wouldn't want to be late. Huh? It's a phone. Is it coming from my room? Well, how about that? That's a first. I like that there's a button for the door and the phone in this game. Hello? Hey, Rachel. Morning, sweetie. Good news. What is it? You'll see after you've heard this voice. I'll pass you over. You some bitch, you spied on me when I was in the hospital, huh? He was, actually. He did pay him a visit. Something about pride or something, I swear. Hyde, it's Ed here. I ain't dead yet. Ed? Why so surprised? It's just Rachel told me you wouldn't be out until the weekend. Yeah, well, that's what they told me at first. But I can't stand that damned place. Besides, I figured there's no way you and Rich will last 5 minutes on your own. So I blew the doc's mind by making a miraculous recovery. Lucky for you, huh? Well, I'll tell you this for free. We're not so dumb that we can't take care of the place without you, you know? You don't have the first idea about how this place runs. If I left it to you two, I'd be out of business in no time. Especially with a lazy bum like you in charge. Anyway, it's all thanks to you, Hyde. I was so worried about how this place would have worked without me, I couldn't even die in peace. Jesus. Yeah, well, glad you're still in the land of the living, Ed. Not exactly the greeting I was expecting, but hey, it's good to hear your voice. Wonder what work would be like if you were friends with your boss. Make things a little more fun, don't you think? Now's not the time to start getting all soft, okay? How's the search for that item coming along? I know who sent me the order sheet. Turns out he's been living here under a false name. He's the son of Kathy McGrath, who was murdered here 13 years ago. Related to the victim, huh? But that doesn't explain how he knew what you got up to behind the scenes. His name's Will McGrath. By day, he pretends to be a salesman, but actually he's a lone thief. He claims he has contacts that can provide him with all sorts of information. He even knew about my dad. Yeah, Chris Hyde. Impressive. What do you know about him? He said that Dad broke into Hotel Cape West 25 years ago with the intention of stealing the Scarlet Star. He what? This is what he told me. The incident 13 years ago and the one 25 years ago. He said they're both connected to Nile. But why did he send the order to you? He said he wanted to try and encourage me to take an interest in those incidents. I almost said loan because interest. He found it hard to believe that I wasn't looking into the truth behind Dad's death. Go on. Before he left, He gave me a clue to help me find the Scarlet Star. So where does that leave you now, Hyde? I'm gonna find out the truth behind what happened 25 years ago. To do that, I need to continue looking for the missing item. Once I find the Scarlet Star, I have to deliver it to complete the order. Then I'll claim a reward of the truth of 25 years ago. I see. And do what you gotta do, and keep searching. And don't stop until you've uncovered everything. It's the plan. I'm gonna pass you back to Rachel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kyle gets paid commission here. Hello? Rachel, keep an eye on him, and don't let him push himself too hard. I've got to concentrate on finding this item, so I'll leave Ed to you. Sure thing, Kyle. Before you go, I've got an update for you. You asked me to get hold of the last article written by Jack Green. Well, I managed to get it for you. What did it say? It's titled The Truth Behind Condor. It was meant to be an ongoing piece, but ended after the first part was published. At the end of the article, the following appears. There's a gigantic void behind the organized crime syndicate known as Condor. Condor has managed to evade justice, thwart police investigations, and successfully sell their stolen wares, but it seems unlikely that the group could have accomplished any of this with no outside assistance. There's no doubt in this writer's mind that an as-yet undisclosed force has been operating in the shadows behind Condor. Without this force, Condor would not exist. The next part of this article will expose the identity of this shadowy force, and that's where the article stops. How did he know all this, though? A force operating in the shadows behind Condor. I take it you've heard about the recent jewelry thefts, right? Yeah, there's even been some near here. The series of thefts seems to bear all the marks of those carried out by Condor. So they say. There's going to be a TV news special showcasing the recent ones at 11. I see. Why someone would steal a bunch of rocks, I have no idea. Anyway, that's all I can offer you for now. I'll be in touch if I find out more. A new show about the thefts resembling those of Condor. Sounds like the kind of thing I should watch. Right away, too. Look at that. I mean, I was already on my ass on my couch, so... How do you sit on this damn thing, anyway? Not a lot of leg room, unless you want to put your feet on the table. I suppose I better switch on the news. It's time for 5 News. Today we examine the recent spate of jewelry robberies occurring all over the city. A store owner has provided us with an interesting eyewitness account. Who is this mysterious woman that appears on the scene before every robbery? 5 News, as always, is hot on the heels of any lead. Day before the robbery occurred, a woman that I had never seen before entered the shop. I assumed she was just a customer, but she didn't seem to be interested in any items and just wandered around the shop, looking around. I couldn't see her face due to the black hat and sunglasses she wore. Yeah. Whoa. The black hat and sunglasses? There was one other distinguishing feature. She wore a ring. Yes, a diamond ring. It was very noticeable. The diamond was flanked on both sides by rubies. Ooh. A diamond ring? It was unmistakable. But we thought she was one of our richer customers, so we paid it no heed. Here we have an artist's rendering of the mystery woman. The most obvious feature are the wide-brimming black hat and large sunglasses. If it was red, she'd probably look like Carmen Sandiego. She is also wearing a distinctive diamond ring. That woman. There are reports of the same woman appearing at the other robbed stores. Could this woman be the key to solving these cases? The LAPD are making her arrest their top priority. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. The woman in the hat who appears before a theft. I'm sure that's the same one that I passed just outside the building. Outside this building. That diamond ring too. There's something about it. Surely, she couldn't be. Oh, but she is. I guess we kinda know a reason why she wanted to get rid of it, huh? I hear the sound of a door closed from somewhere nearby. Huh? Is that? I can hear the sounds of footsteps. It sounds like somebody's coming. Tony! Hey, hide! You're just in time. In time for what? Ben Hammer Wolf, hey, what's up, man? Did you notice anybody come up here just now? I'm continuing last window of Secret of Cape West until completion. Today, I'm taking tomorrow off, and Sunday. I mean, it's not exactly a game that requires skill to beat, it's just story-driven. You immerse yourself into the atmosphere of the game, and I'm definitely doing that. I feel the atmosphere. And Bing Gamer, what's up? How you guys doing? No, I didn't see anyone. Seriously? I could have sworn somebody did. That's pretty weird. Hey... Do you see somebody? Yeah, I sure did. It was that woman. The woman that at the start of the game, the opening cinematic. Black hat and sunglasses. I'm good. Hell yeah, man. Anything interesting to report? Anything, going on in your lives recently? I got my paycheck today. Which woman would that be, Tony? It was my work paycheck, not my Postmates one. That's different. Because that one comes out a lot, pretty quickly, actually. Like, I literally pay 50 cents, and it's in my bank account, like, in under half an hour. It's actually pretty quick. Otherwise, it takes a couple of days at the end of the week, so it's free. You know, that woman. Well, today, I'm so warm. Nice. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because, you know, we're still technically in summer. The one who was hanging around by the door last week, with the hat. Her. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I don't know. That's who I saw coming in here just now. You sure it was her you saw? Positive. Not that it matters now. I've lost her. One thing's for sure, though. She went up the stairs just ahead of me. You sure you didn't see anything at all? Not a thing. And she just disappeared. Like a ghost. Anyway, I don't have time to waste on this. I better split. Remember I gave him $1,000? Granted, it wasn't money that I made, it was money that I won in a prize, so that's different. The woman in the hat. Maybe it's who I think it is after all. But why is she involved? Guess it's time I talk to Mary, huh? Again. That is helpful, the characters, because sometimes I forget about where... Sometimes I forget about where they live. You can stream now? Hell yeah, man! Streamlabs OBS? Who's there? I hear Mary's voice ring out from inside her room. It's me, Kyle. Ah, Mr. Hyde. Open the door. We need to talk. Hold on, I'll be right there. I mean, I still gotta give her her ring back. Yes? But she sold it to Betty, and Betty was like, nah, you can keep the money. Sold it to her for $500. A 3-carat diamond ring with rubies on each side. I'm pretty sure that's worth a lot more. And remember, this game took place in 1980, and she sold it for 500. How much do you think a ring like that would go for in 2020? Well, on mobile Omelette Arcade and PC OBS. Whoa. What kind of mobile games are you planning on live streaming? What can I do for you? How did your insurance claim go? I've had something on my mind since we last spoke. How did your insurance claim go? My insurance claim? Yeah, I just really wanted to know. God, I'm almost as nosy as Dylan. The only difference is that between the two of us is that I'm trustworthy. Dylan's not. Mostly World of Tanks Blitz, Pokemon Go, and Roblox. Ah, nice. Did you participate in the Pokemon Go Fest, by the way? I'm curious about Rex too. I actually didn't do that Pokemon Go Fest. You know, you can do it at home, pay $15 or something. I did do the community day, which was for Gengar. Actually, I went to Pier 39 in San Francisco for that. I got a lot of Ghastly. I got me quite a few shinies too. Are you worried about me, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, kind of. Well, in that case, you better come in then. Poor girl, she's got a lot of problems. Yeah, I got ticket in that. I got some of my favorite shinies. Oh yeah, you better save those shiny Gengars too. They look dope when they Mega Evolve. Mega Gengar? Ooh, it's white if I recall correctly. I must thank you, Mr. Hyde. Mega Evolution is coming soon in Pokemon Go. That's good. I guess it makes sense then that the August Community Day is going to be Gyarados. Or Magikarp, actually. Shiny Gyarados, shiny Mega Gyarados. Thank you for caring enough to come and ask how I'm doing. Oh my god, I know, right? Hell yeah, man. Shiny Mega Garchomp, Mega Lucario, Mega Starter Pokemon, Charizard especially. Good thing I got a Lucario, problem is it's not a 3 IV. I got lucky when there was an event where when there was something going on in Pokemon Go, where you can hatch a shiny Riolu from a 7-kilometer egg. So I was, all up in that. Yeah, I just felt like the right thing to do. Problem is my Riolu is... No, the Lucario that I have is 2 stars out of 3, and it caps out at 4, actually. 3 stars is great, but 4 stars is perfect. Didn't want to leave without knowing, you know? I haven't even got a normal Riolu, let alone a shiny. Yeah, Riolu's pretty hard to find. I don't know what the odds are of getting one now. 7-kilometer, 10-kilometer egg. If they ever do a community day of that Pokemon, that's gonna... Ooh, that'll help a lot of people. Quite the gentleman all of a sudden. Well, anyway, how's the moving preparation going? It's going well. So far, so good. I'm thinking about throwing most of this stuff out. I haven't been hatching many 10-kilometer eggs, to be honest. Yeah, same here. Luckily, the hatch rate is halved, so that's a good thing. It's mostly been 2-kilometer and 5-kilometer eggs for me. Good source of Stardust, though. Does that mean the insurance money has come in as planned? It has, yes. Actually, just this morning the company called to tell me that they'll pay out. It's already a big... It's a really big weight off my mind. Her and Mags, pretty similar. So Rex's investigation is closed. I don't know. I haven't heard anything regarding the results. But the insurance company has already said they'll be paying out, so I guess it's okay. 2, 5, and 7-kilometer for me. Yeah, and I heard that you can actually give twice as many gifts and open twice as many gifts as well. How would you hatch eggs inside, though? Because some people are quarantined and stuff. So it would seem. Is something the matter, Mr. Hyde? Only shinies I've hatched are Shiny Shelder, Cinny, and I think Shiny Why Not. I don't think I've hatched any shiny Pokemon. I've mostly been finding them outside. It just strikes me as odd. What does? Well, if the insurance company is happy to pay you the money, then that must mean that Rex's investigation, painted you in a positive light, which just seems strange to me. You think it's strange that they agreed to pay me? Yeah, kind of. He's on their payroll, and his services don't come cheap. Typically, cases that he looks into go badly, with people trying to claim. Really? I didn't know that. Listen, Mary, you wouldn't be hiding anything from me, would you? What are you implying, Mr. Hyde? I thought we agreed that I told you everything. But she clearly hasn't. I'm not so sure it really was everything, though. In particular, the part about the woman in the hat. What? Yeah. Huh? Someone's at the door. Back in a moment. I remember the old days when we were talking about my my need for darkness. Oh shoot. Him. What a really funny YouTuber. Sweet. We talking JonTron? We talking Video Game Donkey? Whose sub count is higher, actually? Because I know the two of them are compared a lot. Rex. Well, if it isn't ex-Detective Hyde. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. We both know I didn't need to answer your questions. I'm here to see Mary, not you. Me? What do you want with me? I'd like to know exactly what you did. This morning, the insurance company told me to cease my investigation into you. Say what? And now I'd like to know why. I'm not leaving here until you tell me. What makes you think I'd know? Oh, you know all right. I'm sure of it. I want to know exactly how you managed to squirm your way out of this one. Maybe I should tell you what I think happened, and you don't want that. Now tell me exactly how you got the company to drop their investigation. I'm sure it'll provide some entertainment for Mr. Hyde here, too. It's Wolfie Plays. Oh, is that a... Who's Wolfie Plays? Actually, you know what? I could actually look into that quickly. Wolfie Plays. Nope, never heard of this person. With a name like that, though, I assumed it was like a furry, it was a furry content creator. Mary? Mr. Hyde, He rages so much, it's funny. Like, how does he rage? Does he just outright scream? Hey, where'd you going? Mary makes for the door and escapes. Mary! Hyde. I'm not sure what brought you here today, but before you two start planning a wedding... there are a few things you might want to know first. Yeah. Things are getting complicated here. Leave the room and go after Mary. Well, I don't know I want to swear in chat. No, feel free to. I'm not kid-friendly. Huh? That sounds like the elevator. Where the hell are they going? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not kid-friendly. Press away. Just no racial slurs. Oh shit, I never noticed that. There's a heap of old furniture and junk blocking the door to the roof. No way I'm getting through here. Them's the brakes, I guess. So he's always like, what? What? God, you remember that old Twitter video? No, I'm sorry, YouTube video? The song's actually kind of catchy. Sometimes he's like, for fuck's sake. Looks like it stopped at the roof. And he'd say, suck my left one. Eh. Sometimes it's funny to see people rage. Like, you ever see Markiplier play Getting Over with Bennett Foddy? God, he was pissed. Oh, thank God this elevator didn't get stuck like last time. One FNAF video, he said, we've got Nightmare Fuckface here. Nightmare Fuckface here. Nightmare. Wait, which one's Nightmare again? FNAF 4? Where's Mary got to? Mary. Why did you run out like that? Oh yeah, Nightmarionette, right? I was scared of him. Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. Jesus Christ, some of those modes are insanely hard from what I've seen other people do. Scared of him? Why? Because... what does he have on you? I don't know. Come on, Mary, tell me. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I can't. I've been keeping something from you. What? I just can't bring myself to tell you. I just... can't. Oh, yeah, 50-20 mode. Markiplier didn't beat it, but I know there was this one other YouTuber who did. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Like it's just genuine, what, RNG madness or something? Mary, you gotta tell me. Please, Mr. Hyde, just leave me alone. Mary. What am I gonna do to make her talk? Guess all I can do is try to find out by myself. I need to find some sort of evidence that'll make her tell me everything. I gotta get my Phoenix right on, basically. Music Man is creepy. Yeah. And then there's the hippo one. That dude's hilarious, because he's like, oh, my friend, you've been met with a terrible, terrible fate. And he just rambles on. He's like, well, not for you. I mean, you're dead. Weren't they jokes in Five Nights at Freddy's 6, but made into, like, memes or something in Ultimate Custom Night? Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't just go right in, but I've got no choice if I'm gonna get through to Mary. God, imagine if you locked the door. Oh, I see something. I've already played and beaten this game, by the way, so... hang on. Was I... oh, there it is. Oh, and look, you could even see it on the map, like, right there where my dot is. I think I have a poke around in the closet. There's a dark gray jacket scrunched up at the back of the closet. That looks familiar. I should take a closer look. One time Wolfie got killed by Music Man and Music Man said, "Hey, keep it down, will ya?" Then Wolfie says, "That's probably the most hypocritical statement ever," and he kept it down. Music Man makes biggest racket with the cymbals. Ah, God, yeah. They still make Five Nights at Freddy's games, too. They're mostly VR ones, right? There's a dark gray jacket scrunched up at the back of the closet. It looks just like the one the mysterious one was wearing. This looks like one piece of proof. Now look for more. What, I'm not gonna take it with me? Come Come on, touchscreen, work with me. Damn it, I don't want to recalibrate it if I have to. Sometimes it's a little off on me. There we go. Looks like there's a box on top of the closet. Markiplier played that one, right? And I have help wanted. There's a lot of them, but what I like about the series is that I don't see evidence of series fatigue yet. It's too high for me to reach, though. Just jump and get it. I need something. Do I just get a chair to get it down or something? Yeah, let's get a chair. NF 1, 2, 3, 4, Assisted Location 6, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted. Oh, then all the books, too. I've actually read a couple of them. I need to read more of them. Because there's a lot of, short story ones. Oh, and then there's obviously Mad Pat with theories, which are always entertaining. Serial robberies at jewelers. This chair looks brand new. What, I can't grab a chair? Okay, what else can I do? I gotta get that box down. The lore is dark about the kids. And the overall games are rated PG, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe there's some PG-13 in there. Where was that damn... Maybe it's in the bathroom? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The bathroom is locked, but not the, not her room? She's got her priorities, I guess. Damn it, where is it? Oh. There's a cloth-covered stool in front of the dresser. Yeah. Gotta put it to good use. I'll take a stool sample. Yeah. Someone made a remix of Markiplier. Oh yeah, I like that remix. I got my exotic butters. Hell yeah. Stretch Armstrong right here. There's a box on top of the closet. Ah! Damning. Oh, that's what the hat is about then. Someone made a remix of... Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I read that already. Interesting. These are the head and sunglasses that one was wearing. It's like a superhero costume. Exotic butters. Butters. Isn't there a Five Nights at Freddy's compilation on the Nintendo Switch? Like the first 4 games or something? Remastered? What's this envelope? I gotta look into that, actually. There's no name written on the envelope, but the enclosed letter reads, "Come to the jewelry store at 1800, that's 6 p.m. by the way, wearing the appointed attire. As long as you are following the instructions, your identity will be safe. There's no use trying to escape either. We're in control." So this is the kind of letter Mary was getting. I take the threatening letter. Right. Time to make Mary sing. Don't you think she's under enough pressure already, though? Nah, but the logic in this game is that everyone I'm interrogating, they hold a piece of the puzzle to Kyle Hyde's overall goal, so... Also, this is a sequel, by the way. It's a sequel to a video game called Hotel Dusk Room 215, that was also on the Nintendo DS. Sadly, we never got a third title in this, because, the game developer behind it, Sing, C-I-N-G, they went bankrupt. Also, fun fact, This game, it was never released in the US. It was only released in Japan and Europe. And fortunately for me, it's not region locked on my new Nintendo 2DS XL, so I'm able to play it no problem. Huh? Where's Marie got to? Nice. Imagining for Menace 3 piss where there's... Wait, what? Piss where there's 40 tracks. Where did piss come from? Also, I really need to, look into those mods for Need for Madness. She must be around here somewhere. I still get people telling me that they've either watched my Need for Madness Let's Play, or on my second channel, they watched my Need for Madness review. God damn, that video has over 540 views. Every other video that I've got, it's like 15 to 30 or something. Probably because it's been recommended. Here's where things get, crazy. It pays to save often in this game. I don't know, I just put it there. How are the mods? I mean, I've tried to actually play a couple of the mods, but I don't know, they're a little dated or something. It makes my computer into a... It just goes black screen and then plays the game, but that's not what I want. I might have to ask some people about that. There you are. Look. Mr. Hyde. It's okay, Mary. I know. What do you know? I know what you've been hiding. I know what you've done. The woman in the hat and... The woman in the hat who always makes an appearance before the robberies. That's you, isn't it? Yes, mod or revamped and recharged is best mods. Yeah, I've heard of, revamped and recharged. What? Who put you up to it? This is the same person who sent you the threatening letters? Mr. Hyde, you have no right to accuse me of anything. Besides, I have no idea what you're talking about. Listen, Mary. The game's up. Not this one, though. The game's up. As I told you, I know everything. Mr. Hyde. Before you ask me for proof, how's this? Proof is everything in court. Or in this case, on the roof. I found this letter inside your room. Oh no. The letter contains instructions for you to follow. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess? You know they say that the truth will set you free? I found these inside your room. You what? They were hidden inside a box on top of your closet. Care to explain what you're doing with them? They're... I did voice reveal. Oh, nice. Still missing something, right? Ah, the ring. I still gotta give this back to her. I mean, God forbid I hold on to it. This is your ring, right? How did you get that, Mr. Hyde? Betty gave it to me to return to you. Now would be a good time to talk to me, Mary. Oh, the stone's not a fake. Why would you sell something so valuable? It's more like a brand for her, really. And while we're on the subject, the woman in the hat and sunglasses who appears before... Cartoon Network? The robberies. Why does she wear a ring just like yours? I don't know. Or maybe you just like to tell me about the condor engraving on the base? That's... There's no use trying to hide it anymore, Mary. Come clean and tell me. I can't, Mr. Hyde. Not to you. Why not? Because there's no going back if I do. Not for me, anyway. You really don't want to hear what kind of person I truly am. Yeah. Well, maybe not suspicious, just a victim. Like, clearly she's being used. Do you remember what you said to me, Mary? What I said to you? Yeah, you said that when your brother died 13 years ago, people doubted your side of the story, and it made your life miserable. Yeah, she was married, and that person died, and she got a huge, insurance claim money, whatever. And then her brother died, shortly afterward, and she got the same thing. Which makes insurance people, especially that person named Rex Foster, who was an insurance claim investigator, nicknamed the Vulture, to question her, which, you know, can you imagine the amount of pressure she's on, first and foremost? The amount of people that have died, the important people that have died in her life? You went on to say that you believed I would understand what you meant. Do you remember what I told you then? I said that if anything happened, no matter what, you can talk to me about it. This is why I love the story of this game, man. It's so good. The characters, you get invested in them. Yes, I remember. How could I forget? And I truly wish I could tell you. But please, Mr. Hyde, please stop asking me to talk. Why won't you listen to me when I say I can't? I really can't tell you, of all people. You can't know. Come on, Mary. If I don't reveal your secret, then sooner or later somebody else will. Perhaps. Mary, do you understand the gravity of your situation? You need to get out while you can. I appreciate that the people ordering you, I appreciate that the people ordering you about are intimidating you, but of course I understand. And that's precisely why I can't tell you anything. The walls are closing in. Mary. Suddenly, Mary moves away from me and heads towards the roof's edge. Oh, shh. No. No. Mary, what are you doing? If only I'd met you earlier, Mr. Hyde. If I'd been able to tell you everything I've been keeping to myself, maybe things would have turned out very differently. Yeah. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde. Mary! Get down from there! Ah, shit. There are actually two ways to do this, but I'm gonna opt for the second one. The first way, you close the screen, but the other way is you gotta wait for her to turn your back on you 3 times. So I'm going with the second way. Oh, and I probably should have saved before this. Before it. Wait for it. Get back! Or maybe I'll just close it. Let me just do that instead. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm actually going to close my DS. And when I open it... Ah, phew. I like that about this game, too. That's a gameplay mechanic. Mary! Mr. Hyde! Looks like I seriously underestimated what an idiot you were. If you wanted my help, why didn't you just ask? How could I have done that? God damn. Yeah, like, I'm not kidding. Closing the DS and opening it. What other Nintendo DS game or 3DS game has you do that? After all, I'm the only one who knows how terrifying those people can be. Mary. What do you mean by those people? I mean, I knew what my brother and husband had done. Oh, red questions. I found the truth behind their deaths, too. That's why I have to do what those people say. If you want an example of just how powerful they are, they're the ones who put an end to the insurance company's investigation. They are responsible for me receiving the insurance payout, Mr. Hyde. It was a kind of reward for doing what I was told. Yeah, here we go. When that music kicks in, the first thing that anyone playing this game should do is save, because this is where the interrogation gets serious. And she's about to drop a lot of facts on me. Not a lot of good ones. Because, you know, before she told me that her husband and her brother died, I guess now she's gonna tell me how they died. Oh yeah, this gets intense. And by the way, the name of this song is called Sharp Blade. And it's suiting. It's very appropriate for this. What had your brother and husband done? Well, as you know, they were both working at the hotel, but that was a cover for helping with the secret fencing operations that went on there. Fencing operations? Yes, they were selling stolen jewelry. The items to be sold were first brought into the hotel. Then potential buyers would follow, and if interested, would pay for the goods in cash. This music makes it so much more intense. Yeah, man, video game music can work wonders. I mean, look at video games like Phoenix Wright, Kingdom Hearts. Fantastic music that amplify the moment. It seems that Mike and Peter were willing to do anything if it made them money. And that included removing dead bodies and making evidence disappear. That's dark. Even the ring that I got from Mike was one of the spoils from a successful job. I thought their deaths were accidents. That's what they wanted you to think. I thought your husband and brother were killed in accidents. That's what the police believed. But of course, they knew differently. Since my husband and brother had served their purpose, they were to be disposed of. Got some crisps for this. Oh hell yeah, man, get some snacks for this, get some popcorn, because this shit is good. When Mike died and I received an insurance payout and married Peter, and when Peter's business failed and he died in an accident, all of it was orchestrated by them. That's what they told me. You know how I discovered the truth about Mike and Peter? It all started when I moved into these apartments. As I searched the things I brought with me, I found my husband's insurance policy. I decided to claim the money specified within, and so I contacted the company. Very soon after I'd done so, the calls started from the people in charge. I don't remember this soundtrack, or this piece in this soundtrack. I guess it only comes around sparingly, huh? I received phone calls and letters. Even people I'd never met before began to pay me visits. As time passed, I slowly began to piece together the truth. It had finally dawned on me what my husband and brother were involved in. It wasn't long before they decided I could be of use to them as well. So up until then, you really had no idea what your husband and brother had been up to? I didn't have a clue. But I knew something was going on when Mike came home after work one day. He had this horrible wound, and his clothes were bloody. I asked him time and again to tell me how it happened, but he refused to explain. What did they do? Did they give him a rat smile or something? A Colombian necktie? Oh no, that's fatal, actually. A Colombian necktie, that's... what was that crime syndicate called? The Cortel? Something. He looked up at me with a sad face and told me that he had a secret to bear. Can you get on in this chat? Yeah, you can actually. Usually when I give out mods on my on my chat, it's usually for active members, you know, people who have come here often. But I guess it's more of a status thing, really. One that I couldn't know. Let me see here. Boom. I made you a mod. Hell yeah. Oof, not me then. He said if I didn't promise to let it remain a secret, he'd have no choice but to leave. He never did tell me. He took that secret to his grave. When I married Peter, he made me make him the same promise. And just like Mike, he took it to the grave. Maybe not letting me know was their way of expressing their love for me. Yeah, man. You're welcome. At least that's what I wanted to believe after I was told the truth. The truth is difficult to take in. isn't it, Mr. Hyde? They told me that I had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, that it was my fate, that my life literally belonged to them. That is fucked up. This is precisely the reason why I avoided making any friends here. You're welcome, man. At first, I even started to believe that the reason that man Rex was here was to spy on me at their request. Mary, who could possibly have the reach to do all this? Who the hell are they? Fuck. Them. Again. Niall. Did you say Niall? Yes. At least, that's the name they use when they refer to themselves. You see. Are you kidding me? How long has he been there? Rex. So that's how it is, huh? You were listening in on us? The Epic Gamer, hi! Oh man, the Epic Gamer. I hope you're here to enjoy an epic story. Yep, every last word. Shocking stuff indeed. It's almost impossible to believe that Niall had got you under their control too. God, I remember trying to give him like a bad Mexican accent. I don't think it works for him anymore. You know about Niall? If I didn't, do you think I'd have bothered taking on your case? It's them I'm interested in, not you and your insurance policy. Rex, enough games. What are you really after? You could say I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle. Forgive me, I've been somewhat inundated with Oh my god, that's so true. Forgive me, I've been somewhat inundated with puzzles lately. You have to be more specific. Yeah, I'm ready, boys. Oh man, I hope you got some popcorn. Well, quit interrupting, and I'll tell you. Me, personally, I'm glad I have some water, because this game will dry your throat if you speak it all out. It's the puzzle that he left behind, and which I've been trying to solve all this time. In fact, I've been piecing it together ever since he died 13 years ago. Who the hell is he? Jack Green? The guy you used to work with? How do you know about him? Yeah, I've got my own sources. And unlike his, I'm pretty sure mine are more attractive. Yeah, bazing! I also know about the PC rogue concerning Condor and its true identity. So I guess it pretty much worked it all out then, huh? You know that he was murdered and all. Yeah, Jack Green. Former co-worker of his, I guess. Probably even good friend. He died because he was writing a piece called The Truth Behind Condor. He only wrote one part and there were supposed to be more. But he got axed after that first part aired or was printed on newspaper, so... Welcome to this epic stream by TheVideoGameManiac. Feel free to chat us. No racist messages. Yeah, basically, no one likes racism. Hard to believe that's a problem in the US. Ugh, I mean, like, you heard about the riots that happened, like, a month ago, right? A month or two? I mean, for me, I live in the Bay Area, so it was in Oakland, it was in Berkeley, San Francisco, San Jose. Stores were burned, looted, which, you know, that wasn't the point of, the protest at all. My local Walmart actually got burned and is being remodeled. It's still being remodeled. Rex. And to think, like, the first time he showed up, he was... Like, I bet a lot of people, would have thought of him as an antagonist, but he's not. So he was murdered after all? So we can swear but no racist. Yeah. You could say F-bombs, you could say B-bombs. You just can't drop the N-word. Although I swear, I look back on some of my videos, I think I said the N-word once, but... it was more of a... everyone says it at least once in a while. So Jack Green was murdered after all? That's right. Of course, it was made to look like an accident, but he was murdered all right. So, Hyde, have you pieced it together? Can you guess who's behind it all yet? Oh, fucking cool. Yeah. I mean, even the biggest YouTubers have said it before, but are you familiar with the Vanos gaming crew? You know, Big Jiggly Panda, I Am Wildcat, Basically I Do Work, Terrorizer, Died the No Glove, Moose Knuckle, 407. Mini Lad used to be in there, but he got accused of being a pedophile, and he's in therapy for what I know. It was a Card Against Humanity video. I'm 100% N-word. Sure I can. It was... Niall. Well, give the man a round of applause. Niall has been behind Condor all along. Make no mistake, it was Niall that got him in the end. Jack Green was poised to expose the link between Niall and Condor. Anyway, how you guys? I'm doing pretty good, man. I got my paycheck today. A big whopper of a paycheck, even though we're in a pandemic. I'm glad I worked in food service. Not, like McDonald's or Wendy's. I work in a company that does food catering. And that's my first job, my main job, really. I also do Postmates on the side, and that actually pays pretty well, too. It pays to have a good car, though. A car with good fuel mileage, good MPG, and to also accept routes that aren't too far at the start, and then once you've made your guaranteed money, just go wild, I guess. Oh, the tips also help out a lot too in there. Like sometimes I get more tips than the normal fees that I would normally be paid. But Niall got wind of this and decided to silence him for good. That's what you're implying, right? That's the outcome of his action, at least, yes. But there's more. Much more. That only he and I knew. A disturbing truth. 6K subs? Nice! Damn, dude! What do you mean by disturbing truth? Hang on a sec. Let me look you up. Bing... Gamer? Oh yeah, you're not lying. Alright, I'll give you a sub. Hell yeah, man. What do you mean by disturbing truth? A crime syndicate known as Condor began operating in the LA area. Oh yeah, this game takes place in Los Angeles. Oh, must be as far back as 25, maybe 26 years ago now. The LAPD figured that Condor was behind all the robberies that had been happening, but due to a distinct lack of material evidence, was never able to pin anything on them. They chose their targets and conducted their sales with such meticulous attention to detail that their crimes went virtually undetected by the police department. Condor always kept itself a few steps ahead, resulting in the LAPD coming up with squat. Oh, I'm already getting ideas of how that works. There's this one person in this game who's running for mayor called Hugh Speck. He used to be an LAPD guy. Oh, that's gonna come full circle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's PvZ streams. Plants vs. Zombies? Oh, those are fun games. You understand, right? What I'm getting at here? Sure I do. You're suggesting there was an informant working from inside the LAPD. That's what we figured. With nothing that would enable a case to be built against them, the robberies continued. That is, until 13 years ago, when they simply dropped off the face of the earth. By then, my friend, Jack Green, was dead. And Hotel Cape West had closed down for good. After Jack died, I kept on after Condor, questioning and collecting information. But all that Jack had tried hard to uncover was buried and no longer news. I tried in vain to make the media listen to me, but the results were always the same. I wrote an article about Jack's death being the work of a criminal group, but of course, it was branded my work of a work of fiction, and my name was Mud. I'd been driven out of my profession. So I guess now he does this insurance stuff, instead. At least he's damn good at it, though. But they underestimated my determination. I wasn't about to roll over and play dead. I wasn't going to let Jack's death be for nothing. I made it my mission to find and uncover the real crux behind all the wrongdoing. Yeah, man. He's driven. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Is that the real-time strategy one or the third-person shooter one? Garden Warfare. The real crooks? Pretty good boop. Yeah, you didn't think Nile was operating by itself, did you? Make no mistake, if Nile continues to have the power and influence it does, it's only because there are so many people who use Nile to further their goals. Each and every one of them connected to Nile behind the scenes, yet hiding in plain sight, perverting the course of justice. God, imagine a third game to this. Like, I heard people say that if there was a third game in this series, it should have been like Cowhide going after Nile and just sticking a dagger in them for good. That would have been epic. I need to look up videos of like speculation of what that would have been like. Hyde. I haven't forgotten when you compared me to an annoying fly, you know. But you're right. I spent my life endlessly buzzing around amongst filth. Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. Yeah, man. Isn't that one free? Actually, there are a couple of free Five Nights at Freddy's games, aren't there? No matter how much people try to beat me away, I just won't give up. Well, I've got news for you. That's how I've been forced to live since Jack died. But even someone like me has values. Things that drive them to keep going. Elbow cough. Oh, emojis. It just doesn't show that way on my... In my case, there's one thing I'd never let slip away. I nearly beat 50-20, but I lost. I bet there's a strategy for that. I mean, how long ago was that? Like 3 years ago? 2? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? And what might that be? Is it considered like one of the hardest things to do in a video game? Persistence, Hyde. I absolutely will not rest until I finally uncover the truth. I made a promise when Jack died. I vowed that whatever the truth turned out to be, and however unbearable it was, I wouldn't look away, and make sure the entire world learned of it. Rockstar Bonnie. I think it's about time you told me exactly what, why you've been investigating Mary, Rex. Well, both her brother, Mike, and late husband, Peter, were involved with Condor, and they both died in similar car accidents to Jack. There was no doubt in my mind that Mary was directly connected to Nile. I became obsessed with finding out why they'd seemingly let her go and disappeared. I was convinced that they must have been up to something behind the scenes. The thing that surprised me most, though, Hyde, was that somebody like you was living in this building. Jack had spent considerable time investigating your father. According to his research, the man whose body was found in the parking lot 25 years ago was in league with Condor and was bumped off because he knew the truth about Nile. Oh, crap. Also, back to Wolfie, he says, piss off a lot. What did you say? You think my dad was working for Condor? Jack seemed to think so, or at least that's what he wrote in his notebook. But like so many other things, there was no concrete proof to back up his theories. Bing, why are you here in this stream? One undeniable fact was that when your father was killed, have fun because I'm bored. Yeah, man, I mean, we're still technically in the pandemic, and I'm hearing rumors about a second lockdown going on. Clearly, people are no, hang on. People are bored. I guess that's what the riots happened. People are angry. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in this year. God. So much to list. The elusive Scarlet Star diamond that Condor had stolen went missing, vanishing without a trace. The Scarlet Star? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, actually. Hyde. Nile is resurrecting the Condor name using Mary. I'm sure there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. There's literally nothing else to do. There's hobbies you can take up. That helps out a lot. I'm my YouTube channel, both of them. This one where I live stream and my second one where I review video games. Those are hobbies. I also do drawing, and honestly, I consider myself pretty busy. I've got nothing yet, but rest assured, I'll get to the bottom of this if it kills me. I'd recommend doing something creative like drawing. Drawing's always fun to do. Mary. Yes? We won't be seeing each other after today. I'll no longer be hanging around keeping tabs on you. I'll leave you with this piece of advice. Get yourself out of this town. Do it as soon as you can. I can't just leave. And even if I do you think Niall is just going to forget about me? Not without my help. What do you mean? Come on, how do you think I've stayed alive this long while looking into them? Even an annoying fly like me has a few survival tricks up his sleeves. If you want a fighting chance of getting away, be at Union Station at 6 tomorrow morning. I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you don't show by then, I'll be gone. Right. Damn. In the end, I mean, we thought Rex was an antagonist of this game, maybe even the primary antagonist. No, turns out he's a victim. And he's willing to help Mary too. That's deep right there. Because I upload games, and I even make games in Roblox. I'll be honest, I don't appreciate Roblox as much as I think I should be. Minecraft I appreciate. I like Minecraft. Roblox? Not so much. But I've seen what people can make in Roblox. This is the last I'll be seeing of your ugly mug too, Hyde. I'll hold back the tears. What are you gonna do now? Like you need to ask. I'll find something to keep me occupied around here. Trust me. Always a joker. I've tried, but I just can't work you out, man. After all, what an annoying fly no anyway. Seriously though, he looks Mexican, doesn't he? See you around. Hey, Rex. What now? I've got something for you. Oh yeah, I was still holding onto his notebook. Ah, I see. I see. Ah, I see, Este. So you did have it. I thought as much. By the way, I'm half Mexican, if that wasn't evident by my accent. I said accident, didn't I? My hobbies are like streaming, making vids for fans, playing Roblox, Bear, and I even make my own Roblox games. You know what I've been thinking of live streaming recently? Minecraft. Problem is, how can my PC handle Minecraft and live streaming at the same time? Because I'll be honest, I'm thinking like of getting like a second PC. One for playing the game, the other one for capturing the gameplay footage and live streaming it. You mean you noticed it was gone? Of course I did. What do you take me for? I'm telling Jaden you hate him now. Huh. What was that about? I don't hate Jaden. Who's Jaden? Anyway, I'm out of here. And stay out, cabron. Rex gets into the elevator and leaves the roof. Whew. By the way, I think I mentioned this earlier. I won $1,000 in this game, like a few chapters ago. There's actually a few things that you can do with that money. You don't really keep it. You either give it to Tony Wolf, who's a musician. You can give it to Sydney for an expensive bottle of alcohol, which I do not recommend at all. And the third option is actually giving it to her so that she can, so that'll help her escape, but I already gave the money to Tony, so she's ultimately the last option. Well, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I need some time to think. You heard what he offered me, though, right? Besides, nobody knows what will happen from now. Maybe I've got a chance. Roblox friend. Ah, okay. You think you're gonna be alright by yourself? Mr. Hyde? Yeah? I'll be just fine. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know. Emotionally, but you gotta remember, she also tried to commit suicide. And one more thing, thanks for listening to me. Oh, by the way, if I had failed in catching her, the game over is... She actually goes like, keep away, and she actually just walks away. But the problem is, when Kyle looks under the roof, he notices there's some commotion going on. People are looking up, there's even police officers there too, and then he's like, ah crap, because, you know, they might be thinking that he's responsible for trying to make her almost jump off the roof. And that's a game over right there. And one more thing, thanks for listening to me. Yeah, Rex, get lost, noob. Nah man, he's cool, honestly. I honestly thought I'd never be able to open up to anyone. That is, until you came along. He's like TMZ, but badass. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde. TMZ wishes they were him. Harry gets into the elevator and leaves the roof. Raise the roof, huh? Mary. It's my pager. I better head back to my room. Yeah. Fuck this place. You see that lighthouse up there? Fuck that lighthouse. God, I hope this thing still works. Still don't know why that one's locked. Yeah, I wonder why just this button is covered up. That roof scene was so damn long in my opinion. Yeah, but it's critical. Visual novels, man. Story comes first. Oh. What's this? So if Rex isn't the antagonist of this game, who is? Dylan. That's my room. Hey. Oh, Mr. Hyde. What do you want? Yeah, man, what's up, Dylan? Doesn't he look like a fat pro Jared? Or something? Nothing much. Well, it must be something or you wouldn't be hanging around outside my room. Steady on. I'm not up to anything. I'm just taking care of some maintenance. I thought it would be a good time to check the second floor doors. I see. So anyway, Mr. Hyde, what was that all about just now with Rex? I saw, you know, he's a shifty character. I saw him head up to the roof in the elevator. Yeah, what else did you see? What did he want up there? You know, stuff. What kind of stuff? Stuff. But do you know what he did before he headed up to the roof? I do. He took a trip to room 206. Mary's place. That's what. Don't you think it's a little strange? In my opinion, they're into something together. I've got better things to do than listen to your crap, Dylan. I couldn't care less what Rex wanted up there on the roof. I ain't telling you nothing. Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure you're actually quite interested. Yeah, and when did you become a psychologist? I'm sure because you were up there too until just now. Oh yes, I got a Twitter. But I would not recommend following me because I get 18 plus at times there. Not for anything that I say, but for the things that I retweet. So, you know, if you want to follow me on Twitter, just make sure you have your settings correct. That being said, Twitter is M-rated when I noticed it on the Google Play Store, so yeah. It's in my description, actually. How could I possibly believe you're not interested after seeing that? Look, Dylan, I just want to know, what happened up there? No. Keep it vague. Rex won't be coming around here anymore. That's what he said right before he left. Really? You're right about me being up there too. He and I were putting the record straight. That's when he told me that he won't be showing his face around here again. Does that mean he got what he came for? I guess it does. Wasn't he looking into the insurance policy Mary's late husband set up? That's right, isn't it? Did he prove that she was trying to get away with fraud? Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he sure did. Shit. I knew it. I knew it had to be something serious. I got that right. Anyway, Mr. Hyde, I must be going. Dylan looks flustered as he walks away. That was the wrong option, by the way. When you see a red aura around a character, bad news comes, so best to just play it safe. You can get a game over, and I don't know how we're gonna get a game over in that situation. I'll just fast forward through all that stuff, I guess. It's no good. I can't leave Mary on her own. Ah, crap. I should have saved after talking to... well, could be worse. I could be doing all this again on the roof. Don't you at least want your ring back? You know what's weird? I would ship these two. They're the same age. Kyle's 34, Mary's 31, 32, I think. So young, and she's already a widow. But then what does Dylan want? I mean, this is the 9th chapter. The second to last chapter in the game. We really don't know much about Dylan, do we? Whoa. Might as well get a drink. Dylan. Dylan looks flustered as he runs back. What would he have done? Would he have told Mags on me or something? CMD Bar 2. Better not choose wrong here. By the way, if you look up Dylan on Google, this guy, there's pictures on a Tumblr of someone who looks just like him. It's actually kind of creepy. Almost like someone cosplaying as him. I think I even posted it on Twitter. Rank being admin. Oh, I think you're doing like chat commands or something. I don't have anything like that. I'm sorry. That's what he said right before he left. This would be good if you're a fast reader. No, he didn't. And you know why? Because she wasn't involved in any fraud to begin with. Oh, okay then. She'll get the money, just like she deserves. I see. Dylan finishes talking and lurches off. I swear to God he wouldn't have stolen anything in here. He's in charge of maintenance of this place, so he's got spare keys He's got spare keys to all the rooms. Bing, I hope your games get banned, loser. Wait, what? What you talking about? Red Crown, how may I help you? I'm gonna gotta get comfortable. What is your problem? The hell? It's me. What's up? Ed wants to speak to you. Can't wait. I'll hand you over. What the hell's going on? What you talking about? Hi, it's me. I got some news courtesy of an old friend of mine at the LAPD. It's about the possibility of Condor having made a return to the scene. Sources within the LAPD seem to think that this is a warning in response to mayoral candidate Hugh Speck's planned campaign against organized crime. Yeah, we keep hearing about that guy, do we? Warning? Yes, a blatant warning made by Nile. It's their way of saying that if the police choose to strike against them, they've got their own counterstrike ready to be deployed. Hang on, whoever now used the resurrection of Condor as a retaliation against the LAPD? It doesn't add up. An old friend of mine on the force once let slip that with regards to Nile, there's something the LAPD aren't letting on. And it concerns Condor. Whatever it is, they certainly don't want to make it public. Don't want it made public. Yeah, that just seemed out of nowhere. Ed, do you think there's any way you can get more information on that? More? I suppose if there's any more to be had, it might be possible. I've been unearthing some facts of my own, too. You have you? Yeah, Gal's a good boy like that, I guess. Listen, Ed. There was a guy 13 years ago who thought he discovered a link between Nile and Condor. He wound up dead, but a friend of his told me my dad may have been somehow involved. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Perhaps if I extend the net to include what Frank Waver was doing? Oh god, did I say Raver with the W? Like him or Fudd? We might get lucky. That was odd, he was friendly, then all of a sudden he says like a you noob. Yeah, that was uncalled for. It'd be helpful. Condor, Nile, and now the LAPD. 25 years ago, the Scarlet Star disappeared, at the same time my dad died. I know, huh? What the hell is connecting all these things? My buzzer suddenly sounds. Oh, it's you. I have something I'd like to ask you, Mr. Hyde. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah? What is it? I just heard something from Dylan. He told me that you, Rex, and Mary from room 206 had a little gathering on the roof. Not long ago, either. Was he right? Try to imagine Leonard Nimoy's voice coming out of this guy. I think it suits him just fine. What if we did? I don't see this, that it's got something to do with you. I thought I made it clear when we last spoke. You were supposed to keep your nose out of these things. I thought we reached an agreement that you would no longer interfere. Yeah, he's investigating too, by the way. I distinctly remember telling you to avoid contact with the people in that picture. Right, you did say something like that. But I don't remember us coming to any kind of agreement over what I do. Oh, you don't, do you? Don't let your desire for truth come between me and my investigation, Mr. Hyde. It's free real estate. Oh, now I can enjoy stream without being abused. Yeah, no one should be abused. Not people in chat, not people on Twitter, artists on Twitter especially. I'm hearing that there's a There's quite a lot of commotion about that going on. Oh, and on Patreon too. Like, I heard there's a lawsuit, or they're being sued or something. They were actually caught lying in court. I think I wanted to make a Patreon account. I mean, I know a lot of artists use Patreon. Maybe it's time they look for alternatives like Subscribestar or something. Politics. I hear that's one reason why there's a lot of banning going on or something. I don't know. It's stuff that I don't really focus on. Look, I'm not out to get in your way, alright? It's not like I woke up and decided, better chat with Rex and Marie on the roof. Shit just kinda happens. You dig? Ah, crap, I forgot what he said there. Sorry to be the one to break this to you, Frank, but we've got a similar agenda. We both need to find something out before leaving this dump. I beg your pardon. I just happen to have a few questions I need to ask them. So I went ahead and did it. Simple as that. You got questions for them? Would you care to tell me what you asked and why? Listen, Frank. You really want to know what we talked about up there? Naturally. That's what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. He's actually an ally, by the way. Don't get the wrong idea. Well, as it happens, I have some questions for you first. You and Dylan seem very keen to find out what we talked about up there. Why is that? That's because... Also, I'd like you to know that I've been looking into you too, Frank. You have? You have? I can't do an old man voice. Not only you either. I've done some research on Kathy McGrath's murder that happened here 13 years ago. And last but not least, I've been looking into the elusive Condor. So that's how it is. And what, may I ask, have you found out? Pretty much everything you know. I seriously doubt that, Mr. Hyde. There's no way you've been able to obtain the same level of information as me. Yeah. I guess in this case, youth beats, experience, huh? I think it's about time you stopped exaggerating. I'm aware of the fact you were a detective, and you made your way here from Manhattan. But I was on the LAPD when the incident occurred, so I've been investigating ever since. The Epic Gamer messages me on Twitter saying, tell VideoGameManiac to unmute me now. Tell him? Don't. Just block him on Twitter. There's no way on earth you could be more informed than I am, Mr. Hyde. That's right, you keep telling yourself that, old man. Actually, I know quite a lot about the incident, and about your past to boot. Just let it go and move on, man. I mean, really, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Believe me, I've been banned from some digital artists that I used to like to watch, for one reason or another. I mean, there's one in particular that has actually banned everyone, and it's considered a badge, almost, because people are like, oh, you've been banned by, Zaush? Z-A-U-S-H? That being said, I'm also watched by a couple of, prolific, digital artists. Even some indie game developers, too. Kinda makes me wonder if what I'm retweeting at times is appropriate, but at the same time, I also like to do it because I like to rat out the people who are watching me, who I don't feel like they should be watching me. So, I don't know. Now let's see what, just what you think you know, shall we? Tell me what you know about me. I know that when you were in your 40s, you were singled out in an internal investigation. What? Back in the day, you were considered quite a detective. One of the best, in fact. But with one problem. You were willing to go to any length to guarantee an arrest. Oh, that's some Phoenix Wright level, of determination right there. Like Miles Edwards saying, I will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. The first game in particular. Because of this, you were taken out of the position you loved so much. It seems you've done your research, Mr. Hyde. Another thing. What's the worst that person can do? Dislike me? Talk shit about me? Fun fact. Haters are the best advertisers. Remember that. I mean, how many people, high-profile people, influencers, like, you know, people like, I'll give an example. Logan Paul. He still gained subscribers even though that shit that happened with the forest, the suicide forest. He said that he gained 1 million subs in a month. Or something like that. If you don't want someone to grow, don't talk about them, period. There's no worse thing you can do to someone than ignore them. Or, if you ignore them, then that's it. That's literally the worst thing you can do to someone. I have tons of haters. I can believe that. You said you had 6k subs, so I mean, you'll attract your sharks. Everyone will. Personally, I feel like I have very few of them. You just gotta know how to handle them, I guess. It seems you've done your research, Mr. Hyde. There is Bongtan, Bluntan, Brunktan, Blingtan, Blingtan, because my user in Roblox is Bingtan. Oh. But I have to ask, how did you come across such detailed information? You don't need to worry about how I came across it, just that I know. Probably a good idea not to ask any more stupid questions, too. I'll ask whatever I please. Yeah. So I take it you also know about the link between Condor and a certain organization. I know Niles behind Condor. The last guy who tried to expose the connection wound up in the morgue. You've certainly done your homework. Yeah, man. How do you make so much progress in your investigation, may I ask? Didn't I already tell you? We share a similar agenda. We both want to find something out before leaving here. You're set on finding out what happened in the incident 13 years ago. And I'm looking into another incident that happened here a long time ago. Really? And which incident might that be? One that happened 25 years ago. What? Frank. Do you know what happened 25 years ago? Of course I do. Mr. Hyde, tell me, what are you trying to discover about the incident 25 years ago? I'm trying to find something. To be precise, I want to find the Scarlet Star that went missing from Hotel Cape West. Did you say Scarlet Star? How the hell did you learn about the Scarlet Star, Mr. Hyde? You gotta like that when you surprise people. That's a good feeling. Frank, you know about the Scarlet Star? Of course I do. If I'm not mistaken, it was kept secured in the safe at Hotel Cape West. It was well protected there. I actually saw that safe. But by means beyond what I know, it simply disappeared. Only the hotel manager, Michael McGrath, was likely to know what happened to it. Michael McGrath? Now, Mr. Hyde, please tell me how you came to know about the Scarlet Star. See what I mean by allies? I heard it firsthand from Michael McGrath's son. Michael McGrath's son? He was told about it by his father, Michael, prior to his death. That happened in the last livestream, by the way. He was the one that sent me after it in the first place. So Michael McGrath is dead, am I right? Yeah, he died of an illness 3 years ago. Before he died, he told his son who was responsible for the death of his wife, Kathy. I see. It would appear that we have a lot to discuss, Mr. Hyde. You're probably right. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde, but I'm going to have to stop there for now. Let's meet again later and continue this conversation. Sure, probably for the best. Where shall we meet? Shall we say Lucky's Cafe at 5? That'd work. I'll be there. Holy crap, this is going to be a long chapter, actually. Until then, Mr. Hyde. I think I'm just barely over halfway. This is a long one, because a lot happens in chapter 8, 9, and 10. I mean, I've actually finished the chapter already in a couple of past live streams, so I kind of planned for that. I imagine it's going to be a 3-hour live stream easy. Or maybe 2.5 hours, I don't know. Hello. From the other end of the line, I can hear a shaky voice. Who's that? What? It's me, Mr. Hyde. Mary, what do you want? I'm scared, Mr. Hyde. Why? What happened? There's somebody outside my room. They've been there for a while now. Somebody's outside your room? I think they're keeping tabs on me. I'm so scared. Sit tight, and whatever you do not leave your room. I'll be over right away. Okay, hurry. Goddamn. Now I'm a bodyguard. Who the hell could it be? Well, whatever it is, it warrants a save. Oh, remember what I said about sharks, also? I remember there was one person on my art accounts. He wanted free art from me. I told him no, blocked him, and then he asked for it on Ink Bunny, and then on Twitter. So, yeah. Oh, no, come on. That's... Dun dun dun. Dylan. Dylan's about to do a killing, if you know what I mean. God, look at that glare. Hey! Hi, Mr. Hyde. What are you doing here? I bet inside his mind he's like, keep it cool, man, keep it cool. Nothing much. More maintenance, huh? Yes, that's right. Don't lie to me. What? Tell me what you're really doing hanging around here. What I'm really doing? I don't understand. You know you can get arrested for loitering, right? Don't play dumb with me. You were desperate to find out what happened on the roof. Then you went out of your way to speak to Frank. And now you're loitering in front of Mary's room? What are you after? What are you trying to imply, Mr. Hyde? You're jumping to conclusions. Dylan looks annoyed as he moves away and heads up to the 3rd floor. I'm gonna kick his fucking ass, man. I know, huh? I don't trust him one bit. You can trust him as far as you can throw him. I don't think he'll be very far because, you know, thick. Dylan is thick. Not the good kind of thick. Maybe it'd be more striking if I got a buzz cut, then people would answer the door to me. Wait, am I in the wrong door? Oh, I think I am in the wrong door. He's 304, right? Oh, yeah. 306 was where I was in the last live stream. That was Will White's room. FBI, open up! Dylan, are you in there? I'm a little busy right now. Hey, sorry for being AFK, but I'm back now. Oh, no worries, man. Too bad, because we need to talk. Yeah. I'm about to slit the throat of this freaking rat, if you know what I mean. Maybe I could just come back later. I'm worried about Mary. Dylan, are you in there? I'm a little busy right now. Too bad, because we need to talk. Ah, okay then. That's an awesome burden to bear, though. The trust of someone. Who's there? I hear Mary's voice from inside her room. It's me, Kyle. Mr. Hyde? I have a game that's kind of like this. Oh. Oh, please lay it on me, man. What kind of game? I like these types of games. Open the door. We need to talk. Okay, just a moment. I gotta play more visual novel games, personally. They're fun. Or my idea of fun, I guess. Your mystery stalker's been unmasked. It was Dylan. Dylan? Yeah, I caught him hanging around out here just now. Why would he be hanging around here? He's been curious about the chat, me, you, and Rex had up on the roof. He tried to get me to spill the beans earlier. Why would he care what we talked about? It turns out that he knew you, even before coming here. He did? How? Apparently he was called to your old place to do some repair work on the pipes. Funny, I can't remember him. Besides, we always use the same company to take care of any pipe trouble. I'm absolutely positive that he has never been to my old house. Interesting. I knew he was up to something, but this really is suspicious. Mary, I need you to show me something. You remember the letter you received? I need to see it. Yeah. Of course. Here. It's called Criminal Case, and it's like you're a police officer and you have to look up through various maps for clues of a murder. Oh. Oh. I take the threatening letter. So I guess Rex wasn't the sender of this letter after all. That can only mean... Mr. Hyde, are you about to suggest that the person who sent me this was... Yeah, I think I am. Do you mind if I keep hold of this for now? Not really, but what do you plan to do with it? Never you mind. Don't worry though, it won't cause you any trouble. Mary, I'll be back. Don't let anyone into your room until I say so. I suppose I'll just have to trust you then. Yeah. Goddamn, how many people have actually gotten into this kind of situation in real life? Also, you can examine stuff for like fingerprints and stuff that the victim of a murderer had. What platform was it on? Oh sure, now he opens the door. Mr. Hyde, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of busy right now. This won't take long, Dylan. I got something to show you. What is it? Not here. Inside. Inside? Trust me, if anyone saw me showing you this, your life wouldn't be worth living. I suppose you better come in then. Now you open the door, Dylan. Yeah, he does. Oh, shit. Was he packing something away? Oh, he's packing all right. Oop, not that file. Those first two are completed files, by the way. Oh, I've been wanting to do this since the moment I laid eyes on you, Dylan. Looks like you're busy getting ready for the big move, huh? Yeah. Backing your stuff up? Where are you? Oh, I'm sorry, let me read that again. Backing your stuff up, where are you? Guess that'll explain why you're flustered. Were you planning on heading out somewhere later? Yeah, you know, just going out. I see. That's why I can't really give you much of my time at the moment. What was it you wanted to show me? What was it you wanted to show me? This. Bam. Does it look familiar? In case you haven't noticed, it's a threatening letter that was sent to Mary. Oh, is that what it is? There's no more hiding, Dylan. I know exactly who you are. I don't know what you mean. I love this part of the game. Don't give me that bull. Tell me who you are. Granted, I haven't played this game in 6 years, so... Please, Mr. Hyde, don't shout at me like that. And start talking. We can start with what you were really doing outside Mary's room. Right. Dylan, I know what you were doing. You were... keeping tabs on Mary. Yeah, exposed. And God forbid, I mean, this game takes place in 1980. Nowadays, oh, it would be everywhere in the media. People making videos of it on YouTube, trash talking you on Twitter. What? I was just doing what I was told to do. You knew Mary before you came here. Or so you claim. That's right, I did. I used to do the plumbing in her old house. Something doesn't add up, Dylan. You'd never been to her old house. What? I think either of those questions would have been right. She told me that whenever they had problems, they used the same service. So now we've established that you haven't been there, how do you really know her? That's because I was given some information about her. Man. Cooking me a huge cut of prime rib or something, I don't know. Nah, more like cooking the fat, really. This isn't the first time he's given me Reddit questions. I think it was back in, like, chapter 5, I think. Or maybe chapter 6. Here we go with intense music. Oh yeah. Can you feel the blade digging into your ribs? Who told you to watch Mary? I can't tell you that. Not that it matters. I already know the answer. Yeah? What do you think you know? I know who told you to watch her. Yeah, it was Niall. Niall? That's it, isn't it, Dylan? I don't believe it. How the hell did you manage to find out so much? He doesn't deny it. You wrote that threatening letter to Mary under the orders of Niall. Which means you were likely placed here to watch over the tenants and send the letters. An agent of Zerg if I ever saw one. Can I say? My job was to stay here and watch over those women. Oh. Oh. What kind of information did you receive? That would be... It was information you had to relay to her, wasn't it? That's right. But do you know what kind of information it was? Sure. It was about... Yeah. It was about her brother and husband working for Condor. Right again. Mary was a relative of ex-Condor operatives. She didn't know this, even after the both of them had died. Condor may have disappeared 13 years ago, but left behind some women who would come in handy for Niall. Condor proved to be a useful subject to Niall in more ways than one. It's all out on the table. The women you were supposed to watch, which women would they be? Do you really need to ask? I thought you'd have figured it out by now. Tell me. Well, it's Mary and that Patras woman, of course. That Patras woman. Mags. Patras especially. I'm sure she's still hiding something in her room. Mags is hiding something in her room? Yeah, there's no mistaking it, if you watched her like I have. How did Niall hope to use Condor? I thought that would have been obvious. They used them to liaise with the LAPD. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. Huh. That's true. I mean, we kind of already talked about current events, but... liaise with the LAPD? Sure. As you no doubt already know, not a single member of Condor was taken down. Why do you think that was? It was because of the corrupt element in the department working on the Condor cases. You mean someone in the LAPD was... like, that won't be necessary, or something? They had someone in the LAPD? Well, Mr. Hyde, it looks like you finally managed to expose my true identity. I'm Batman. Hell no. It looks that way. When did you realize? I knew there was something fishy about you as soon as we started having a little chats. You figured me out in a single week, huh? Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have spoken to you so much. If I'd taken that approach, I might have been able to get to the end of my stay here without arousing any suspicion, and just continue to be Maintenance Man Dylan. Is that even his real name? Still, guess there's no use crying over spilt milk. Come to think of it, maybe the timing was pretty good. Hold it right there. What do you mean the timing was pretty good? What are you planning now? I just got one thing left to do. Let them know that Kyle Hyde is onto them and is likely to be an obstacle. What did you say? What's the matter? Scared of Big Bad Niall? Oh, I must have guessed that once you exposed me, you put yourself in the line of fire. Into the line of fire. Don't tell me you never considered it. Sure I did. But do you think that's gonna put me off? I won't be intimidated by scum like you. Well, I admire your nerve. With guts like that, you're wasted being a salesman. Yeah, I hear a lot of that. That's true. I've got nerve, all right. Enough of it to shoot an ex-partner of mine who worked for Niall. Yeah, that was from the last game, by the way. I may have quit the force, but there are certain things you can't shake off. Dylan, I don't get many opportunities to chat with criminal lowlives like you anymore. Hey, don't push it. So, I'd like to use this chance to ask you something. You're going to tell them that I've blown your cover, but what's going to happen to you? What are you trying to say? You really think they're going to keep a guy around who can't even remain in disguise? This is good. This is damn good. Mark my words. Based on the Nile I know, this isn't going to end well. At least, not for you. You'll be the first to disappear. What do you mean by that? I'm pretty sure that, once you've given them what they want, they'll figure there's no sense in keeping somebody whose cover's been exposed. And then what do you think will happen to you? You can't exactly hand yourself over to the LAPD, can you? Not after what you've told me just now. If Niall really does have a mole on the force, and you hand yourself in, you'd be digging your own grave. Are you threatening me? Not at all. Just letting you know the facts. And damn, Kyle is good at that. Then, why they Then, when they dispose of you, it won't be long before they take me out, too. Dylan's a meat shield for him now. Damn! It's not gonna be like that. I'm sure of it. Come on, Dylan. Wise up. What are you going to do? I haven't got a clue. What can I do? You've got yourself into a real fix. Come on, answer me. Maybe we can strike up some kind of deal. Here's what I'm thinking. Since my life's also in danger, perhaps if we agree to keep recent events to ourselves, we can both make a clean break. By the time Niall realizes the lack of contact means you've gone, they'll come looking, but you would have gained yourself a couple of days head start. A couple of days? That's not going to stop them. Where the hell can I run to? Not to mention, how can I be sure you'll keep quiet about me? If you're stuck for somewhere to run, call me tomorrow night. I know a way you can escape undetected. Whether you choose to believe me or not, it's totally your call, though. Damn. We're actually taking pity on him. Dylan? Huh? Dylan's right arm moves. I should have seen this coming, huh? Don't move. What you said sounds good, but I'm not so sure I'm the kind of guy who believes everything at face value. It's decision time, Dylan. What's it going to be? I'm going to have to think about all of this. That stuff you said, that's something I can't decide upon lightly. After all, both our lives are in danger here. You got that right. So I figure we've lived here under the same roof for a while now. I think we can reach some sort of agreement. Here's what I'll do. I'll wait until tomorrow night to give you my answer. Before then, neither I nor Niall will make any sort of move. I think we could both do with some rest tonight. No, just stand still and don't make a move until I'm out of here. You got that? Catch you later, Mr. Hyde. Dylan gives me a sarcastic little smile as he leaves the room. He's pathetic. He had the gun, but he didn't even... He had the gun, but I was in control. I better let Mary know about Dylan. Damn. So the truth finally comes out about him, huh? He was an agent of Niall, but not really a higher-up member. He was more like a pawn. Man, I mean, I'm thinking about how a third game in this series would have gone. Where would it even take place? Maybe when I review the first two games, or Hotel Dusk and Last Window, maybe I could offer, like, thoughts and ideas of what a third game would do. Pathetic. Yeah, I know. Who's there? I hear Mary's voice from inside her room. It's me, Kyle. Ah, Mr. Hyde. Are you going to beat the game 3 times? Actually, if I recall correctly, I've only played and beaten this game once before today. Those 2 save files. The first file was the one that I completed, and the second one was post-game. You can actually read the novel after you've beaten everything in the game, and that's the only thing you can do after you beat the game. So that's why I have 2 save files. Open the door. Okay, just a moment. But if I recall correctly, if you don't get a game over in this game, you actually get a little bit of an epilogue in the novel, which is really the only thing that matters. Because the novel basically just summarizes everything that's going on in the game. Dylan was behind the threatening letter you received. What? He was also the person keeping tabs on your whereabouts. So he is with Niall after all. Yeah, he is. The good news is that, after I exposed him, he left. Really? He's gone? Yeah. Let's just say I gave the guy a little scare that sent him packing. Damn, that was good. It should be enough to keep him away until you're safely out of town, anyway. Mr. Hyde. Here's your letter back. Mr. Hyde. I've made up my mind. I'm going to take the chance and leave. I see. Please don't worry about me. After all, I already told you. I'm stronger than I look. Mary. You've helped me so much. After talking to you, I think I'm ready to make a run for it, no matter what lies ahead. What's the saying? Not the truth will set you free, but if you love something so much, let it go? Something like that? Thank you for everything. As soon as I leave here, lock the door, and don't let anyone in. You got that? And when you leave tomorrow, don't tell a soul what you're doing. Wait, what about the ring? Did I already give her back the ring? Hmm. 4 o'clock. I better make my way to see Mags. Oh, no, okay. She already has the ring. I did give it back to her. You did good, Kyle Hyde. You did good. Dylan did say something, though, by the way. There's something in Max's room. I'd hate to make so much, progress than not save, or... is it? It's Carl Hyde. Oh, Mr. Hyde. You said 4 o'clock, right? Care to open the door? I've got something really important that we need to talk about. I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde. I'd hate to make so much progress and not save, or then not save. Yeah. I mean, there's always, even though some video games nowadays you can autosave, there is still some security in being able to save yourself. Save yourself. I'm a little busy at the moment. Could we continue the chat from this morning another time? Are you serious? Now isn't a very good time. Please come back later. Now what? Maybe I should just head back upstairs and try again later. You know, I plan on doing Postmates today, after this live stream. Maybe I should just do it tomorrow. I mean, honestly, I haven't been doing Postmates over the last 3 weeks, because the hours in my main job have been pretty good. I also don't really need the money. By that I mean, I live with my parents, my aunt, my uncle, and they've even leased one of the rooms to someone, so we all divide the rent, and overall I basically only pay about $5.20 in expenses overall. I also pay for my own phone bill, my own gas, my own food, so I don't know. Nice, you're close to 2K subs. Yeah. Let me see here. 1920. It sounds like a year. 1924. It says 1.92K, but I have 1924. I gotta start thinking about what I'll do when I reach 2K though. Mr. Hyde. Great. Now Frank wants me. I'm looking for you. I thought we were meeting later. What do you want? You were in Dylan's room earlier, am I right? Yeah. He looked quite agitated when he left. May I ask what happened in there? I gotta be gruff with him, I think. He's gone. Cut his losses and left. He left. As it turns out, he's on Niall's payroll. Once I'd managed to get that out of him, he fled. It's all slotting into place. Looks like it's true about him being the person Niall sent here, then. It seems my instincts haven't let me down after all. Did you suspect Dylan? What was I saying about Postmates? Well, I plan on taking tomorrow off, so... You too, by the way. I'll probably do Postmates tomorrow. I mean, even though I'm not hurting for money, it never hurts to have money saved up. In a matter of speaking. Did you manage to uncover something about Dylan then? Not directly, but I noticed how defensive he was. Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? So what, put you onto him? There was something strange about him. Something he just couldn't hide. Like a smell that can only be picked up by seasoned detectives like me. Yes, he set off your detective instincts. Yes, you could say that. I noticed that his movements seemed deliberate, and they were done to match hers. Have you ever had any famous YouTuber comment on your videos or posts? The Terrorizer. Twice. Once on one of his videos, I made a comment saying, only true fans will remember this. Bin Double Diesel, and he left a heart on my comment. And then on Twitter as well, he talked about Minecraft and what skin he would use. A Terrorizer, no, a Terminator skin, but you know, making it look like himself because you know that's his thing. I put a GIF showing the Terminator with no clothes on, just dancing, you know, the whole metal suit, and it's like, oh, that could probably be how your skin turns into, just, you know, the whole metal body of a Terminator. And he's like, yeah, that kind of would be, yeah. I had realistic names comment on one of my videos. Hers? Yes, Mrs. Petrus, of course. And when you understand what kind of woman she is, as I do, would appreciate that Dylan's movements are rather suspicious. There was the motivation behind me wanting to investigate where he was frequenting. Oh god, I think I'm starting to get a little hoarse. What kind of woman do you think she is? I mean, it's nice when you get noticed by people who you think don't normally notice you. I'm pretty sure the thing is they do. It's just hundreds of people, thousands of people. What kind of woman do you think Mrs. Patras is? Of course, I had my own information about her, but after hearing yours, I deduced that Mrs. Patras is quite clearly the wife of a villain. Her late husband, George Patras, was a close friend of Michael McGrath, the one-time owner of Hotel Cape West. He also just happened to be the prime suspect in the murder of Kathy McGrath. You told me that you were able to have a conversation with Michael's son. Yeah. I would think that he would have told you then that he had marked a certain individual as Kathy's murderer. And that individual was George Patras. Precisely. This was the same conclusion that the first detective on the case came to. So George Patras was the #1 suspect, huh? That's what the detective in charge of the original case thought, at least. At the time of the victim's death, he was absent from the party and without an alibi. Yeah, like for example on YouTube comments, there's so many that they don't notice you. There's a YouTuber called Dithy the Nogla. You know, friends with Vanos Gaming, Terrorizer, Moose Knuckle. I know that, like, minutes after he uploads his video, he hearts like 20 or so comments, like the first 20 or so comments that comment. So he does pay attention. I mean, really, you gotta understand, some of these people are busy, so... Conveniently for him, though, his wife, Margaret, provided him with an alibi later on. Do you believe he was responsible for the murder? I must admit, I do. I see. I usually just heart all. Yeah, same here. Not only that, I also firmly believe that he knew the whereabouts of the missing Scarlet Star. What? And if Niall had been using Dylan to watch Mrs. Patras, then there was no doubt. Let me get this straight. Earlier you said there was only one person who knew where the Scarlet Star was, and that person was the hotel manager, Michael McGrath. Why then would you say that George Patras knew? I meant that McGrath was the only person working at the hotel who knew. But when we're talking about George Patras, Condor's ringleader, well, I find it hard to believe he didn't know all there was to know. There's something more I have to say about the Scarlet Star, though. This is good, man. I mean, we've both made progress in our own investigations. It's starting to mesh. Where was Dylan frequenting? The 4th floor and the basement. Vacant rooms, too. He also tended to either tenants' rooms, insisting he was merely doing maintenance. I can't tell you how many times I spotted him leaving room 306, for example. It goes without saying that he would enter Mrs. Patras' room as well. What do you think he was up to? Monitoring and information gathering, all to find clues to locate the Scarlet Star. He was looking for it? So Dylan knew about it too? And earlier he was like he wanted to know the contents of my letter. He went into Will White's room, 306. So yeah, he knew. He knew. Is this like a story kind of game? Yeah, all story. That's visual novels for you. They let some underling know about the Scarlet Star? Like Phoenix Wright games, it's more about the story than the gameplay. What else do you know? I'd intended to talk about that in the cafe. Yeah, I mean, visual novels, they're an acquired taste. I'll say that much. Of course, nowadays... Hang on, is The Last of Us Part 2 considered a visual novel game? I don't know. Come on, you've mentioned this much. I think you need to tell me everything. You're very persuasive, Mr. Hyde. This is how I see it. Michael McGrath was in possession of the Scarlet Star. But when his wife was killed off, he naturally became frightened, and hid it where nobody else would be able to find it. You mean like in a building that used to be in a hotel? Indeed. And I'm positive they left some sort of means to locate it again later on. He must have figured that, at some point, somebody would try to obtain the Scarlet Star. He thought that somebody would come looking for it? Yes, the same people that knew the truth behind his disappearance. But who are those people? Condor ringleader George Patras and his wife, Margaret. Mike Porter and Peter Rivet, too. Naturally, I would have been aware as well. Damn. Mike and Peter were part of Mary's family. Oh, and they both died. Damn. All this for the Scarlet Star. The only ones to survive up until the present day are Mrs. Patras and Niall. I love some story games because of the mysterious stuff, and it's adventurous kinda. Yeah. I think Kotaku wrote a review about the first two games. I think it was recent too. I'll have to look into it. Damn. Out of all the people who knew the truth behind how the Scarlet Star disappeared, only Mrs. Patras and Niall were left. Hold on. Frank, there's one more person who knew about the disappearance of the Scarlet Star. There is? You! You know exactly how it came to be missing, don't you? If you won't come clean now, this conversation is over. Fine. Have it your way. The reason I've been looking into the events of this building's past is to restore a certain reputation. Is? Busted. Lol. No, Frank's a good guy. Whose reputation needs restoring? Mine, of course. Yours? 25 years ago, I was part of the investigation into Condor, Mr. Hyde. During this investigation, I learned something about Hotel Cape West. I found out that this was where Condor conducted their fencing of stolen jewelry. Soon after that, an internal investigation took place, and I was removed from the case. I believe I was the victim of a conspiracy perpetrated by a certain person. What kind of conspiracy? It was a plot to remove the person poised to unveil the truth about Condor. Not only did he ruin my good name, but he also deepened his allegiance with Niall. This person, the one who orchestrated the conspiracy. Well, I don't know much about this game. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you did jump into this in the 9th chapter. There's a lot going on with this game. I'd probably recommend that after I beat this game, maybe you should look up a review video or two. I'm sure they'll give you the abridged details of this game, so... Are you talking about... Hugh Speck? Yeah. Are you talking about the mayoral candidate Hugh Speck? I am. He rants incessantly about crushing crime, which got him into the world of politics. Yeah. But the truth is, it's all a front. He doesn't mean a word of it. I'll tell you now, my ultimate aim is to bring him and his corruption down. If I can do that, I have no doubt my reputation will be restored. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, even though I would like to say that you should watch my last live streams of this game from the beginning up, I mean, if you have the time to, feel free to, but I would also recommend playing this game yourself. The first one and this one. The first one being Hotel Dusk Room 215 and Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. This one. Problem is, I'm pretty sure Hotel Dusk is affordable. I don't know about Last Window though, because this game never released in the US. Mr. Hyde, listen to me. I must sound like some doddering old fool. I was once just a plain and simple detective who won for nothing. When I was younger, I was bad-tempered and eager to prove myself. Even though I didn't conform with the norm, I did my job and fought for justice. And that man and his damned internal investigation stripped me of everything. And all of a sudden, I was just a cog in the machine, sitting behind a desk. But there was one thing they couldn't take away from me, and that was my pride. I quit my job and vowed to uncover the truth behind what happened. He talked about Hugh Speck earlier. That was the man who was in charge of him. That was basically his boss. So, yeah. Let me get this straight. Your reason for searching for dirt on Hugh Speck is to try and expose the link between Niall and the LAPD? Exactly. I'm positive, Mr. Hyde. The Scarlet Starlay is hidden somewhere in this building. If I can only find it, I know it will prove to be an invaluable piece of evidence. Michael McGrath definitely left some sort of clue behind before he died. Something that will enable me to finish what I've been trying to do all these years. So you've been trying to find some sort of clue up on the 4th floor? Yes, but all my efforts appear to have been in vain. I've not found a thing. There's always a chance that somebody got to it before me, and moved it though. Moved it? That reminds me, didn't Dylan say something? It's Mary and that Patras woman, of course. Patras especially. I'm sure she's still hiding something in her room. And I talked about this too earlier, remember? Yeah, there's no mistaking it if you've watched her like I have. Mr. Hyde. Yeah. What are you thinking about? Would I be wrong if I suspected you of knowing something? Perhaps something about the place Michael McGrath hid that clue. Dream on, if I knew something about that, you think I'd still be gassing to you? Ouch. Forgive me. It's just that the look you had on your face made me think so. You must tell me if you know something. Steady on, Granddad. That tone will get you nowhere. I told you, I don't know anything. You're lying. I know it. Look, when I say I don't know, it means I don't know. Oh god, my DS's battery is blinking. Give me a sec. Okay. Good thing I have the charger with me. Okay. You can't trick me, Mr. Hyde. You know something and there's no denying it. Now tell me what it is. Hey. Keep bawling like that and you'll draw a crowd. Is that what you want? Why are you so agitated all of a sudden anyway? I'm not agitated at all. I just needed to be sure you weren't attempting to hide anything from me. Trying to force it out of me, huh? Well, Mr. Hyde, since we appear to have exhausted this line of conversation, I see no need to meet in the cafe after all. I assume you agree? Well then, I'll be going. I guess we're still grinding our gears against each other, huh? Frank moves away and heads up the stairs. Gotta give it to the old guy. He sure wants to find that hiding place. Guess he won't give up until he's found Michael McGrath's secret. I'm surprised how long this chapter is, actually. 2 hours, 28 minutes in. And I do want to beat the, I do want to finish this chapter, too. Somebody's coming down the stairs. Who's that? Oh, back? Mr. Hyde, can you spare a moment? What now? I thought we said all we needed to say to each other. I wanted to apologize for how I acted just now. Huh. I didn't intend to make you angry. It's just like you said. I am looking for some kind of evidence on Hugh Speck. And that's why I need to find what Michael McGrath left behind. I was curious to see what we could turn up if we put our minds together. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. 2 detectives are better than 1. Do you have any idea where it might be hidden? Yes, I'm sure it's in one of 2 places. Either the 4th floor, in a place I haven't checked yet, or inside Mrs. Patras's room. In Max's room? Yes, there's a very high likelihood of that something is hidden in there. I was hoping you might have already discovered something on one of your visits there. But since it appears you haven't, come on, spit it out. What do you want to say? If you got something you want to say, I'd rather you just say it. I'd rather you just said it. Very well, I will. Would you be willing to team up with me so we can search Mrs. Patras's room? Seriously? You're the only one who I can talk to candidly Candidly, I'm struggling to read now, I'm sorry. Regarding this, let's say I agree. How are you proposing we go about searching her place? My plan is to ask her to meet me in the cafe, where I'll keep her talking for an hour or so, during which time you can take a thorough look around her room. And the small matter of a key? Don't you worry about that. I'll see that she leaves the door unlocked. You can leave that side of the operation to me. Hell yeah. Does Max know you've been looking into Condor? Doubt it, Mr. Hyde. As far as I can tell, she suspects nothing. I'm sure you're just as eager to have a closer look around her room as I am, Mr. Hyde. Am I right? That's true. You might be. Then it's settled. I'll go and ask her to join me in the cafe. As soon as she's left her room and come with me to the cafe, you should go inside. What you're looking for is... Yeah, I know. You want me to find something left behind by Michael McGrath. Precisely. Once you're done with your search, come to the cafe. We can discuss what you find after you arrive. Yeah, got it. Loud and clear. Aye aye. Then we'll regroup there. Frank nods and heads towards Meg's room. By the way, the puzzle that comes up here, I actually remember it giving me problems, and I actually had to resort to a walkthrough for it at the time. Now I know the solution, but I could still imagine it giving me a little bit of a trouble. Giving me trouble. I can hear voices. Yes, I understand. Then let's go to the cafe. Imagine the two of them dating. Yeah. The sound of footsteps and the two voices trail off toward the cafe. Towards the cafe. Come on, man. Read, goddammit. She suspects nothing. It's a tag team now. We work together. I don't know how he did it, but the door's unlocked. Secret mission. Rifle through Meg's room for clues is now in effect. Wow. Fancy. Margaret's bedroom. Queen size, I'm guessing. Her bedroom. I better search here too. A bookcase that's showing its age. Through the glass doors I can see rows of books with discolored spines. Yeah. I remember there was one place in particular I had to look. Something covered in a white cloth slipped into the corner of the closet. What the hell's that? Maybe I should open it and take a look. Oh. There's a nice looking ornamental wooden box inside. Hey, Cotton Pop! God, you missed out on a lot. I'm still not done with this chapter. I wonder what's inside this thing. Here we go. A music box. Wait. There's something stuck in the drum. Looks like a key? What's a key doing in here? Here we go. I think I can move the key if I push this thing. You see the R up there? It's a sign. You gotta press the R button on your console. Shoot. And then you gotta close the DS and open it. Yeah, it is, but this theme song is a little somber. Thankfully, I don't have a time limit to this, but still. I gotta wait for it to circle around. Imagine trying to do this in an emulator. The music stopped. What the hell am I supposed to do? Think hide. Nice puzzle for a key, though. Shoot. No. The drum's keeping it in there. If I recall correctly, you're supposed to hold it and then close the system, but not all the way? Alright, here we go. Damn it. An hour or so. That's what Frank said to Mags. Yeah. Can't get that key out with a drum in the way. I heard this puzzle stumped a lot of people. Damn it. Alright, you know what? I don't have all goddamn day with this one. Where's the walkthrough? I did use a walkthrough for this one, so I'm doing it again. Already passed that part. I mean, I think I'm in the right track, but... Level your DS, no longer book style, find a regular game, when it is... Wait, what? Slowly flip the non-touch screen back down like you're closing the DS, but don't close it all the way. When it is almost closed, at a certain point you will hear a click. It will stop. Your DS open just a little bit before the point to allow the music to play and the cylinder to turn. Keep your finger poised above the R or L button. Cylinder run until it's almost at the gap and quickly stop the music. Huh? Jesus, even looking at a walkthrough, I'm confused. Keep damping almost closed. I think I just did it. Ah, shoot. Wait, let me try again. That key is really bothering me. Hell? It's good music, though. It's actually a song we've heard before, too. It's, Promise, but a music box version. Ah! Oh! Oh, it went back in. I gotta keep my finger on the R button. This works though. Damn. God, this would be murder on an emulator. I can't even begin to think of how you would do it on an emulator. Hold. Hold. Ah, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Dear Diary. Jackpot. What could this key be for? The key has a condor mark on it. Yeah, that's a bad omen. I take the condor key. I'm not done yet though, I guess. I mean, there's still a few things I gotta look at. It'll let me know. If I recall correctly, I just gotta look around enough, and eventually I'll be like, okay, I think my time's up here, and I gotta leave. I gotta leave the room. That was a hard one, by the way. It's a fancy notepad. I can't see anything written in it. Something's on the floor under the table. What's this? Looks like a piece of paper. Something written on the right, but the lower part's missing. Oh. Ah, she showed me this earlier. The beginning reads, "We know everything. Leave this apartment and its secrets immediately." Niall doesn't forget, and still bears a grudge against the wife of George Patras. Oh. This is part of a threatening letter. It reminds me, Mag said something when she received that package. I have my reasons for jumping to such conclusions, especially with a threat like this. I thought it was somebody's idea of a joke at first and tore it up. But when I saw the lack of a sender on that package just now, the contents of this letter came back to me in a flash. She thought it was a bomb. This must be the missing piece of the letter she showed me from before. So the sender was Niall. They're a crime organization. Her bathroom. Damn. That's true. I'm almost insulted. She saves the best for herself. I really don't think I should be here. I think I looked in there already. Oh, hello. A pair of leather gloves with an understated hue. Oh. And what about here? Oh, okay. All three of these? What, do you think I could look under the bedsheets or something? Huh. Well, despite what Frank seems to think, I can't find anything from Michael here. All I got to show for my search is a part of a letter and a key with a condor mark. Maybe the key will lead to some sort of clue. Almost time to meet Frank. I better make tracks before Megs comes back. Yeah, I'm boned if she sees me in here. That puzzle is good, by the way, the music box one. Once you realize that you have to press the R button, or if you're left-handed, the L button. Because remember, you can alternate left-handed and right-handed with this game. That's good. It's not so difficult, but it still requires timing. Huh? Max! Damn, if she saw me coming out of her room, my ass would have been grass. Mr. Hyde, I apologize for before. Don't worry about it. Maybe we can chat again sometime later? As long as that's okay with you. No problem. Okay, good. Now, I must be going. Oh, I hope Kyle covered up that music box. Max goes back inside her room. Ooh. Literally, seconds later, I would have been screwed. I mean, what would I have done? Would I have stayed under the bed? Ah, Mr. Hyde. How did it go? I managed to have a pretty good look around while you kept her busy. Problem is, I didn't find anything left behind by Michael in there. I see. It wasn't a total waste of time, though. I found this. What have you got? It's a key with a condor mark on it. A key with a condor mark? Give it here, Mr. Hyde. And you should avoid trying to go any further in this investigation. What? Not this again. Why should I stop? And who gave you the right to order me around? I beg your pardon? Sorry to disappoint you, but I've got plenty of things I still want to investigate. I have a feeling that key is gonna open more than simply a door. If I'm lucky, it might even reveal some of the secrets around here. Are you trying to say you intend to return to the 4th floor to search? Damn right. Then I'll tell you again. Stop your investigation. There's no need to waste your time up there. I've searched it thoroughly enough. Just because you haven't managed to find anything doesn't mean I won't. I've got a feeling I'm gonna get lucky up there. Now you listen to me. Oh, what the hell. It's no use talking to you. Do whatever you like. I'll be on my way. Hold it, Frank. What is it? What did you and Max talk about here? It was nothing important. We just took the opportunity to do a spot of complaining. Did Dylan come up during the conversation at all? It seems she was already aware of him leaving. But she's got no idea that he's with Niall. I see. Damn. Lucky break for her. Anyway, I must be going. Frank gets all hot under the collar whenever the subject of the 4th floor comes up. Oh, haven't seen him in a while. Tony. Yo! Didn't think you and the old man Raver would be the sort to sit down together for drinks. Yeah, well, we had things to discuss. Hey, you're not trying to keep secrets from me now, are you? And why would I want to do that? No reason, I guess. Anyway, I need to tell you something, Hyde. Tell me what? It's about Betty. Don't know how to explain it, but it seems I've been given a second chance. You don't say. She told me that she thinks I've changed. For the better, too. And she wants to stick with me from now on. Sounds like you're on the winner. Sounds like you're on the winner there. Good job. What I'm trying to say is that I owe it all to you, man. To me? What the hell did I do? If you hadn't been around, I would have been stuck drowning in my sorrows, going nowhere. That's true. I mean, all throughout this game I've been helping him. And then how would I have gotten with Betty? I owe you one, man. Seriously. Tony, before you say anything, I want to find a way to show my gratitude. Anything you want, consider it done. Just say the word. Easy, Tony. You don't want to start making promises you can't keep now, do you? Give me a chance here, man. We don't have much time left in this old place, you know. I really don't want to leave without having the chance to pay you back. If you think of some way I can help out, just give me a shout. Okay. I'll think about it. Say, Tony, are you still short of cash? I had a feeling you'd ask that. You really need me to answer? There's no way I'm gonna turn from rags to riches overnight, you know. Oh, look at that! The turns have tabled. What if I told you I knew a way to make... What if I told you a way... What if I told you I knew a way to make big bucks in next to no time? I'd say you better tell me what you have in mind. So you're interested? Just tell me what the deal is first. You gotta promise me you're not going to spread this around, though. The truth is, there's a precious jewel hidden somewhere on the 4th floor. A jewel? On the 4th floor? You're talking about this place, right? Sure I am. It's known as the Scarlet Star, and it went missing 25 years ago. Holy crap, you're telling them everything. Or not. I only heard about it by chance. But what I heard seems to suggest it's hidden right here, in this apartment building. Say no more, man. I'm in. Let me guess. The plan is to get to the thing before we have to clear out, right? Got it got it in one, Tony. Far out. Oh, hell yeah, far out. I think it's fair to warn you, though. This could get a little dangerous. So tell me, are you still down with it? Down like a clown, man. How did that expression come to be? It just sounds like the first thing that rhymes or something. You think I'd pass up the chance to get in on action like this? Just tell me what you need doing, say the word, and I'll get started. Great. So, what are we gonna do first? That's a good question. I guess a good starting point would be to meet up by the 4th floor fire door. Got it. By the fire door on the 4th floor. We better be careful not to go there together. If we're spotted, I think people will guess we're up to something? Yeah, the people around here get jumpy real quick. Oh yeah, that's true. Understood. I'll get going then. See you up there, Hyde. Sure, I'll be up later. 10-4. Tony leaves the cafe. We're really gonna do it, huh? Gonna find the Scarlet Star. There's treasure in this building. I got the fire door open, but we've got a new problem. There aren't any lights on in there. It's pitch black. Of course. Max said that the power was going to be switched off. The next problem is, even if we find a light, we don't have any keys. Yeah, I already thought about that. The only people who have access to the keys are Mags and Dylan. So, if we ask Dylan, maybe he'll help us, right? Oh, no. No, he's gone. What, you want to ask Dylan to try and get the keys from Mags? Nah, that'd take forever. But hang on, Dylan has his own set. He uses them to get in here and look around. I think he got himself a set just for the 4th floor. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm positive. I know because he's opened the place up for me before. And it's settled. I'll get those keys. Tony, you need to find something we can use to light the way in there. Leave it to me. It's a tag team now, man. And good luck getting those keys. Right. Okay, here goes nothing. He's gonna get the light, I'm gonna get the keys. When he rushes off and heads downstairs. Right, now to find those 4th floor keys. They're probably in his room somewhere. He left and he probably didn't even lock the door. Why would he need keys to a place he's not going to be in anymore anyway? Wow, he even left these here too. Huh. Keys, keys, keys. Where am I gonna find the keys? Ah, first try. I take the fourth floor keys. Everything else here doesn't matter. Those rocks, those butterfly collections, doesn't matter. Sure, I'm sure they're worth money, but they're chump change in comparison to what I'm about to find. Damn, he was quick. What took you so long? So, how did it go? Without a hitch, that's how. And you? Did you get the keys? Yeah. Knew you would, man. Here you go. Oh, hell yeah. Release issue. I take the flashlight from Tony. Now I think it's about time we search the 4th floor. Ready when you are. Oh, it is pitch black in there. God, imagine if this was a horror game. PT. Oh man. 406. That was where the safe was. Oh, not one man should have all this power. Hey, hide. What? Get a load of the safe. A safe, huh? Got any idea what's inside? Only one way to find out. Guess we need to take a look. Looks like it's been here for quite a while. Here's the dial. Not a chance. This thing's rusted beyond repair. Not gonna move an inch. It won't budge. It's no good. This thing's not gonna open. I think we're gonna need some sort of tool. Maybe a crowbar will do the trick. You stay here. I'll go and grab one. Make it quick. Do you need a light? Nah, man. I've got another flashlight. Be back soon. Am I really gonna find the Scarlet Star up here on the 4th floor? Okay. Probably time I had to think about things so far. That's a chapter wrap-up right there. December 26th. While my head was full of the things Will McGrath told me last night, I was visited by somebody in the morning. It was... Mrs. Patras. Shoot. Don't blame me, this chapter's long. I'm near 3 hours. Right. Dylan was the one who paid me a visit first thing in the morning. He was itching to find out what Will and I had spoken about. After calling Rachel, I caught the news about a jewelry robbery on TV. They interviewed the store owner, who described the woman that appeared on the scene. A description reminded me of Mary, so I went and headed out with her. She fled to the roof and eventually confessed to me about... yeah. Right. She told me about her brother and husband once working for Condor. She went on to say that Niall had forced her to play the part of that mysterious woman. I also had the opportunity to talk to Rex, who came to the roof as well. He let me in on the fact that he plans to expose Niall to the world. After hearing what Mary and Rex had to say, I learned that it was none other than Dylan who had been threatening her. We had a chat, and he admitted to working for Niall. His job in the apartment was... Hell no, it wasn't maintenance. Right. Dylan was placed in this building to keep an eye on Mags. While he did so, he was trying to uncover clues about the Scarlet Star. When I exposed him for what he was, he quickly fled from the building. And he was the one pointing a gun at me, too. Frank noticed that Dylan had vacated the building and asked me to fill him in. He told me about Niall and the connection it had with the LAPD. He also let slip that his goal was to expose Hugh Speck and regain his reputation. Lastly, he told me that the one who knew the location of the Scarlet Star was... George Patras. Fuck. Right. He told me that Michael knew the whereabouts of the Scarlet Star. You could honestly wing through all this, cause there's no penalty. He also said that he was sure that Michael had left behind some sort of clue. Thanks to Frank, I now know more about the Scarlet Star. I also learned that Niall was the organization behind Condor. They're one and the same, basically. And that Mags was connected to it all. After talking to Dylan and Frank, I headed to Mags' room. I was keen on finding this so-called clue that Michael had left behind. With Frank's help luring Mags away, I was able to search her room. Unfortunately, my search proved fruitless, and I never found what I was looking for. Instead, I found... Right. I found a key which had a condor mark on it. Instead of handing the key I found to Frank, I kept it. Tony and I then made our way to the 4th floor to take a look around. There's little doubt left in my mind that there are clues to be found here. But will it reveal the clues that Michael left behind? And where's the Scarlet Star hidden? Will I find something to shed light on the truth behind the incident with my dad? With any luck, everything will become clear once I find what I'm looking for. But as I think about it, I notice an uneasy feeling creeping into my mind. Ah, man. Oh. Oh, no. Huh? Tony? Ah, crap. Does this smell like chloroform to you? Crap. I got knocked out. I got knocked the fuck out. And that's a cliffhanger right there, cause holy shit, man. I'm pretty sure the last chapter in this game is just as long as this one. Chapter 10. Same date. That's the prize right there, the Scarlet Star. Man. This was fun. This is fun. We're finally about to wrap up this game because holy shit. I mean, it all comes together. Those last 3 chapters. We learned who sent us the invoice to find the Scarlet Star in chapter 8. We learned so much about Niall and Condor in chapter 9. And we're gonna find the Scarlet Star not tomorrow, but Sunday. Man, this has been a live stream and a half. Thank you so much, Cotton Pop. Thank you so much, Bing Gamer. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. How well did this live stream do anyway? Oh wow. Damn. 8 likes. Not bad. That's weird, because I remember the first couple of live streams actually only getting like a like or two. Well, I don't blame you guys. I mean, sometimes the ending is better than the beginning. Damn. Well, I'm definitely taking tomorrow off to rest my voice. I don't think I'll do Postmates today either. I think I'll just take it easy. I mean, I did get my paycheck for work, and honestly, I've been doing a lot more, I've been doing more hours in my main job than doing Postmates. Plus, I saved myself a little bit of gas, so that's not a problem. I'm not really hurting for money anyway. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Cotton Pop, Being Gamer, again, and everyone else who came by and left a like. Definitely a lot more people than, at least 8 people, at least. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and don't forget to watch my Toy Story 2 review on my second YouTube channel, by the way. We're going to finish this game on Sunday, and I hope to see you all there.